Well, now it's my favorite time of the program. Lauren Tom now joins us with this week's Ag Minute. And Lauren, I guess we're pretty lucky to live in a state where so many things originated here. Last week it was pralines, but this week we're talking about a program that without a doubt is Louisiana.
That's right. And you know, we're lucky because we couldn't live anywhere else and have this much stuff to talk about. This week's Ag Minute is about the history, the spicy history of jambalaya. It's great crowd food, and with football season just around the corner, I thought it was the perfect time to serve up the history of this famous Louisiana crowd pleaser.
The history of jambalaya goes back to the French Quarter in New Orleans when the Spanish arrived in the New World. They wanted to make paella, but couldn't because saffron wasn't readily available in New Orleans. So they had to use tomatoes instead. Well, as time went on, the French influenced the recipe, and it wasn't called paella anymore. Instead, it was called jambalaya, using the word hambon, which means ham in French, and paella to form jambalaya. The white French Creoles soon introduced jambalaya to the Cajuns in the rural, low-lying areas of the state, who had lots of wild game available, while they omitted tomatoes from the recipe and instead used meats like alligator, duck, and turtle, and used the browning from the meats to add the color. Jambalaya popularity soared in the 1920s and 30s because it was cheap and was easy to make, and it was filling. During the third term of Franklin Roosevelt, some friends sent him some jambalaya and he refused to eat it. Well, this caused a feud between the president and friends of the presidential family. But despite that incident, jambalaya soared in popularity and has become one of the most popular dishes in Louisiana.
In 1968, Louisiana Governor John J. McKibben proclaimed Gonzales, Louisiana, the jambalaya capital of the world. And each year they hold the annual Jambalaya Festival and hold cook-offs to determine the best jambalaya in the world. Now that's some pretty big bragging rights.